Today we're going to investigate Christianity in Judea, Arabic Nazareth, and Jerusalem. Let's dive into what people think they know, versus what the facts actually say. Do these lands worship Jesus or God? Did they exist in Jesus' time? What churches are really in those places? How are black people treated in those lands? And why do black folks around the world swear Christianity started there, but don't research a thing? Let's break it down, step by step. Full details, no blind belief, just critical thinking. Step 1. Did these lands exist in Jesus' time? Judea, yes, a Roman-occupied territory. Jerusalem, yes, center of Jewish worship, not Christian. Nazareth, debated, not mentioned in any maps, records, or texts from that era. Historical fact, no proof Jesus walked those places. Only the Bible claims that, and the Bible has no verified authors or eyewitnesses. Step 2. And let's be clear, Rome controlled. That's the part Christians skip. All these regions, Judea, Nazareth, Jerusalem, were ruled by the Roman Empire. That means white European colonizers controlled the land. They taxed, imprisoned, crucified, and controlled narratives. They later used these lands to build the foundation for Roman Christianity. So when people say Jesus came from Nazareth, remember, that was a colonized zone, under foreign rule. Step 3. Do these places worship Jesus today? Nope. Israel, 73% Jewish, reject Jesus as God, 20% Muslim, see him only as a prophet. Only 1.8% of people in Israel are Christian. Nazareth, 31% Christian, mostly Arab Christians. Jerusalem, around 13,000 Christians total. So in the Holy Land, almost nobody calls Jesus God. Step 4. Churches. Tourism, not truth. The churches in those lands were built 300 years after Jesus died, if he lived at all. By Rome, not locals. As political tools to promote a growing empire, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built in 326 CE. The Basilica of the Annunciation, built in the 4th century. These weren't sacred sites. They were Roman propaganda projects. Step 5, the sad part. Black people worship their slave master more than anyone. Now let's get into the part nobody wants to say out loud. Black people worship their colonizer's God harder than anyone. Let's look at the facts. Global stats, 2025. Over 500 million black people worldwide identify as Christian. Over 250 million black people identify as Muslim. That means the two religions that enslaved, colonized, raped, and erased black identity now have the largest black followings in the world. Christianity was used to justify slavery, to say, obey your master. To erase African gods, rituals, languages, Islam was used. In the trans-Saharan slave trade, to turn West Africans into property, to demand religious submission or death. Yet today, black people are more loyal to Christianity and Islam than any other race. That's not devotion. That's generational programming. Step 6. Why are we more loyal to what destroyed us? Ask yourself, why do black people defend Jesus harder than people in Nazareth? Why do we say Allahu Akbar with pride, but can't name our African ancestors? Why do we call our native spirituality evil, but praise the religions forced on us through colonization? The answer, you weren't converted. You were broken and rebuilt. Step 7. These lands don't claim you, but you defend them, in Judea, Jerusalem, and Nazareth. Black people are underrepresented. Ethiopian Jews face police violence. Afro-Palestinians live in poverty. African migrants are deported and mistreated, yet you'll fly there, bow your head, and cry at the wall, in a land that never considered you holy. Step 8. Christianity was finalized in Rome, not Jerusalem. Jesus never wrote a word. Paul wrote most of the doctrine and never met Jesus. The Bible was assembled by Emperor Constantine and church elites, so your faith didn't come from Jesus. It came from a Roman council 300 years later, and it worked because you still defend it like it's yours. Step 9. The God you worship was a weapon, not a savior. You were given a white man's face, a white man's book, a white man's heaven, a white man's morality, and taught to call your truth evil. Now you defend it and attack the people who try to free you from it. Step 10. Final truth. You were never the sinner. You were the source. African spirituality gave birth to all religion. The Trinity, divine feminine and masculine balance, ancestral reverence, reincarnation, sacred geometry, cosmic law. That's where you come from. But they taught you to hate your roots and call your master holy. They gave you chains with a Bible attached, and now you kiss both. Awakening truth. The saddest part of colonization wasn't just the land they took. It's how they made us worship the same God they used to enslave us. And we still call that salvation